Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. These are only a few of the names that come to our mind when we think about the word rich. One thing is for sure, the majority of people we could think of are CEOs or owners of multinational companies. But have you heard about a man who got his millions of dollars from preaching? With an estimated worth of $760 million, Kenneth Max Copeland surely earned a spot as one of the richest pastors on the globe. Also considered one of America's most renowned televangelists. In this video, be prepared to be mesmerized as we take you on a journey into the lavish lifestyle of Kenneth Copeland. If you want to know more about the story of how he got his divine wealth, make sure to stay until the end of this video. Kenneth Max Copeland, born December 6, 1936, is an American televangelist, also the founder of Eagle Mountain International Church Incorporated, or EMIC, which is based in Tarrant County, Texas. Then, in 1967, Copeland and his wife Gloria founded Kenneth Copeland Ministries, or KCM, located in Fort Worth, Texas. Copeland preaches what they call prosperity theology. He believes that the material, especially financial wealth, is seen as a sign of favor from God, and that donations to religious causes will increase one's material wealth. With this, through giving to the ministry, parishioners believe that they get a 100-fold return on their investment through giving to God. Having accepted prosperity theology in their lives, this resulted in tens of millions of Christians by the late 2000s. However, this is just the start of Copeland's power. So how did he reach this amount of wealth, giving him the opportunity to live a billionaire's lifestyle? Since 1967, Copeland's ministry has held 3 to 6 day conventions all over the United States. Not only that, but Kenneth and Gloria Copeland preached and ministered at many conventions and conferences, traveling throughout the world, resulting in their growing fame. Another reason adding to their growing fame was that most of these evangelical events were streamed live on Copeland's website, kcm.org. In addition, these programs were also shown on Christian television stations such as the Daystar Television Network and the God TV. In 1971, KCM then began a 1-hour television program called The Word of Faith. Later, it became what it is now known as the Believer's Voice of Victory. After the success of the show in 1972, another television program was launched called The Prayer Group, which was a half-hour television program aired throughout the United States. Starting in the early 2000s, churches teaching prosperity theology saw significant growth in the numbers of followers, especially that of poor citizens. They often find the doctrine appealing because of their economic powerlessness and the doctrine's emphasis on miracles. The TV popularity definitely did not end there for Copeland, but in fact, it was just the start for him. In 2015, KCM launched the Believer's Voice of Victory network on Channel 265, coming from the success of their program Believer's Voice of Victory. It was then renamed Victory Channel in 2019 and became available over the air and on some cable providers. Later on, the channel became widely available, and at the start of 2022, it was added on several national cable systems under a new channel lease with Olympus Sat. Not only for his undeniable popularity on TV, he's also a renowned author of different best-selling books, such as The Blessing of the Lord Makes Rich and He Adds No Sorrow with It, From Faith to Faith, A Daily Guide to Victory, and many more books which became bestsellers. These books contribute to Copeland's income with its sales and orders from all around the globe. With his popularity and power in both face-to-face evangelical missions, as well as televangelical programs, Kenneth Copeland has undeniably made a name for himself and made himself one of the top of his field. But just how rich is Kenneth Max Copeland exactly? What luxurious properties does this successful preacher own? Copeland's lavish lifestyle is characterized by owning a private jet, other aircraft, a custom-made Rolex watch, luxurious cars, a 13-hectare church estate under his name, and a mega mansion worth $7 million. Now let's dive into how luxurious these properties are, shall we? Copeland is a luxurious car enthusiast. He owns a Cadillac Escalade. The 6.2-liter powered V8 engine makes it one of the most luxurious and powerful SUVs on the market. This luxurious vehicle is estimated to cost approximately $81 million. In addition to the list of powerful cars, Copeland is the owner of a Mercedes Maybach, another car to prove Copeland's class and good taste in cars. This sleek automobile is estimated for approximately $500,000. Lastly, to complete the collection of extraordinary automobiles under Copeland's possession is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, which has a value of more than $500,000. Not to mention his love of riding limousines when making local travels. Additionally, due to his constant need to travel internationally, he needs to be riding an airplane on a regular basis. But he is definitely not a fan of traveling with a crowd. In fact, he despises the idea of flying in a commercial plane. He even mentioned in an interview that traveling for his work would not only be difficult, but impossible without them saying, "You can't talk to God while flying commercials." As a man of faith and having loyal followers, he later convinced the ministry, which made them decide to buy him a private jet in a cash payment. It is estimated that the Gulfstream 5 private jet, which Copeland owns, was purchased at more than $12 million. This private plane is one of the most exquisite in the world because of its capacity of 14 passengers and an additional 4 crew members, making a total of 18 people on board. In addition, he owns a 1998 Cessna 550 Citation Bravo, which he uses for domestic flights, not to mention he received that from a donor in 2007, and a 2005 Cessna 750 Citation X, which is used for international activities for ministries. Aside from the long list of extravagant vehicles, he's a man with a lavish real estate property as well. First on the list is the location of the Kenneth Copeland Ministries. As we know now, Kenneth Copeland Ministries is one of the richest and most powerful churches in Texas and the United States. The location of the ministries could prove that too. It is located at 14355 Morris Dido Road and sits on a 13-hectare piece of land, which has an approximate value of about $500,000. This expensive piece of land is not only used as a place of worship services, it is also a workplace for more than 500 people who work for the church on the church premises and on other of its affiliate facilities. Other than the church, the land is also used as a warehouse and a distribution facility, a radio and television production facility, and the Kenneth Copeland Airport, their very own airstrip. However, amidst the glitz and glamour, questions have been raised about the source of Copeland's wealth and his ministry ethics. Critics also argue that his teachings promote a prosperity gospel that preys on the poor and vulnerable, while some question the transparency of his financial dealings. In 2021, he was in hot water after an extensive investigation, which later revealed how he had been living in a mega mansion worth $7 million. This is not just an ordinary story of a wealthy man owning a luxurious house because his mansion had been tax-free and was being paid for by Texas taxpayers and had been so for years. This controversial house spans 18,000 square feet. It's made up of 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms and is located in an exclusive lake community outside Fort Worth. Texas started allowing religious organizations to exempt clergy residences from property taxes nearly a century ago. But the law limits the properties to 1 acre of land, prohibiting ministers from using the generosity of the tax code for their own private gain. But then Copeland's church easily found a way to avoid these restrictions. The luxurious 1 acre land is surrounded by a 24-acre lakefront tract, valued extraordinarily low, $125,000, making Copeland's Eagle Mountain International Church, Kenneth Copeland Ministries, pay for just less than $3,000 a year in property taxes, according to their records. The district agreed to the value as part of a dispute resolution agreement with the church. Despite the controversy surrounding his undeniable wealth, Kenneth Copeland continues his mission to preach the message of prosperity and abundance by being generous to God. As he preaches, quote, "God wants you to be rich. He wants you to live a life of abundance and prosperity. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." End quote. However, with wealth comes temptation, the temptation to live an affluent lifestyle. Clearly, one thing is for sure about Kenneth Max Copeland's story. His billionaire lifestyle is as fascinating as it is controversial. Thank you for joining us on this video revealing Kenneth Copeland's billionaire lifestyle. What do you think? Should a man of God live such a luxurious life? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one.